I think freestyle was where it started before the camera phones come out, when the actual phones and filming come out, and when it got more professional, people went, I don't want to be standing there for a camera just waffling, you know what I mean? Because
especially the bigger YouTube got as well, it's like, oh, this is going to be online forever, and blah, blah, blah.
But then I think what happened is you had an era of real rappers that, like at the start, it just kind of went, everybody who had a mixtape or anything like that, they had to get their status by, and it was rappers that were doing it. But then what happened is you had a new age of battle
fans
rappers.
Of the rappers now want to be
comedians, poets,
and that's still where it is now, and that's why I feel like it's my responsibility to bring it back to what it used to be, because you know, without naming names, you know, other things that are going on are just completely welcoming. I was like, yeah, it don't matter who you are, come jump in. But like I said, I watched that battle on Saturday and I was like, this is what battle rap's meant to be. Well, I genuinely feel like that was one of those battles, whether you're really into the scene or not, you'll just watch it and be like, this is really entertaining, like this is a serious piece of art, do you know what I mean? They'd be creative.
This is the Wordlife show on Ujima Radio.
All right. This is the Wordlife show, and if you've been tuned in throughout the show, you'll realise that I have from Don't Flop in the building, and today's we wanted to do an in-depth one, innit, really? So we got a few things to talk about, and you know, from Don't Flop has come down ultimately because he's supporting Boyce from Little Lounge, or Caravan Collective's launch party event on Friday. More about that in a minute. However, whilst here, I thought it makes sense because there's been a lot going on.
Man.
I swear there was like some title shot battle thing, £1,000 battle. And basically we wanted to talk about the state of current UK battle rap.
There's a lot to talk about, man.
And let's go in on it. So, first and foremost, when we battling, fam.
No one wants to me, bro.
What about you and Boyce?
I'll take Boyce's head off, bro. I told you, just put the money up, it's there. I'll teach him a lot of life lessons, bro. You've been in battles, bro. I always say this, I don't care, listen, until you stepped in a battle, don't talk to me about you're an artist, bro. It's a part of hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys out there, they think they're too, and obviously, listen, Boyce is my guy, I'm only winding him up, but like, there's a lot of guys out there, they think they're above battle rap, bro. You ain't, I promise you. I promise you you're not above battle rap, bro. Step in the ring, you'll get your head taken off. I've got so much respect for battle rappers that are good at it. Bad ones, maybe not.
There's a lot of people that are like, I couldn't do battle rap because I couldn't stand
bro, stop. I couldn't you man let them guys say everything about, bro, but like,
that's like the rules, right? You know,
there's a battle rap,
then you get to say it back, but worse. And if you're that good, it shouldn't matter what someone just said about you.
There's a massive battle rapper in America called Big K. He said one of the funniest things. He was like, why is it the battle rap fans who don't battle are always saying like, oh, I could never let you say that, and he said something like, but you're going to, he was like, I'm being paid $5,000 to be spoken to, like, you know what, you're going to work for like $10 an hour and your boss is talking to you twice as badly, do you know what I mean? And it's such a good point. So it's like people out here who are like at the top of the game, they'll still have these like random fans be like, you know, you're alright and that, but I could never do it. It's like, no, you could never do it because you can't rap, bro. Not because you don't dare battle, you can't rap.
Stand on your own tools. Let's be real.
Anyone who can rap well and will be paid $5,000 will step in the ring and do it.
Oh, geez,
but there's just only about 20 of them in the world that are good enough, you know what I mean?
I do a match for that, you know.
But honestly, it doesn't matter. It's not even a country thing. It doesn't matter what country you're from. You'll always meet people that will be like, I respect it, but like, it's just not really for me. It's like, nah, shut up, man. I don't need your backhanded compliments, you know what I mean? Either just show love or don't say anything.
Right, so obviously I wanted to go into some positives and some negatives of the state of battle rap at the moment and stuff. But I think there's something worth mentioning. You had this event the other day, I noticed everyone's all wearing black.
Everyone's wearing black, first time 16 years, first dress code, 16 years. I've never done a dress code ever.
Do you realise it was starting to get out of hand?
Everyone's telling them in white shirts.
Terry.
But no, literally, and it was a last minute thing as well, and everybody followed it. We had like 50 people or something. And I even said I sent out like it was like a delivery, like semi-professional message, but it was blatantly written by me. Do you know what I mean? It was Don't Flop branded, but it was obviously by me. I kind of said like, don't be the, you know what, I can't say, that thinks that, don't be the beep that thinks they're too cool for school and turn up as the only one that doesn't do it, you know what I mean? Everybody followed. And to be fair, it's like, I'm making it sound like it was a complex dress code. The dress code was wear black, but everybody did it. So it was sick. It was
wearing like a pink top.
Nah, there was a few people, I won't say names, but there was a few people I was like, I know that guy's gonna think he's too cool for school, but everyone did it. Everyone did it. Yeah.
Fair play.
People, I know a fair few people who bought outfits to wear for it because they were like, "Yo, gee, I ain't got no black," and I was like, "Well, I'm giving you 72 hours notice. You better go to Primark and get a $2.99 black tee, and you'll be fine." And everyone did it.
Don't flop all day black.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, right. No, so it was great. It was amazing. Yeah, amazing.
I mean, the person who won is already announced.
Yeah. Unanimous won. So he won the £1,000.
I didn't want to say it until you said.
No, that's all good. That's all good.
So
that's all good.
Right, again, £1,000. Did they put money up themselves?
Nah, this was actually and it's funny because this kind of links into the state of battle rap because that's a fair question, because if this was 10 years ago, we could have been like, everybody's got to put money in and it builds the pot up. I didn't even bother this time because I knew no one would do it.
Right.
And I'm not saying that with any attitude. I'm just saying, like, I knew 100% if we charge an entry fee this time, it's never happening.
Yeah.
So, but I kind of, but like, I'm a pretty open person. I'll be honest about it. With everybody that entered, I was like, I'm not charging you to enter, but like, whoever wins, don't be hitting me up 10 minutes after the battle trying to get $1,000 off me, because that's not going to happen. You know what I mean? So I was super open with everyone. And I was just like, look, like, obviously the winner will get the money, but because you're not paying into it,
don't flop hat credit.
But they, I got a video on my phone. When Unanimous won, I went up to him and I was like a real deadpan. I was like, yo, so just so you know, it's a $1,000 in MySpace promo, just so you know, like, so that's the difference. It's like, we could have charged them, maybe some people, like I said, if this was back in the day, we could have got 32 or at least 16 people to pay. But I was like, look, I'll put the money up myself. None of you got to pay to enter, but just be a little bit patient with me about getting the money from me. Do you know what I mean? Because it's going to take me, And everyone was super cool about it. Everyone was real. So I got to give props to everyone that entered. Everyone was super cool about it, super professional about it. So
so he said he's going to do a quiche bake-off, and basically,
I just want to keep coming up with jokes to wind up you now. Every time I see him come up with a new way I'm going to pay him. But no, so shout out Twist and Yunnan. They put on an incredible battle, man. They've both been done.
So it's Tongue Twister.
Yeah, Mr. Tongue Twister, who's been about since 2012.
I think they're both wicked, but I knew one that already.
Yeah, so Tongue Twister's been about since 2012, and Yunnan's been about since, I'd say, 2009, which is insane. Was he at
the first event?
He was in the first one in Bristol where you battled.
That I battled.
And that was the first. So that was the first day I met you, and the first day I met Unanimous. He would have been 16 because I was 19.
Mad.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, he'd been messaging me on MySpace like, you think you're too good to give me a battle? You just because you did one jump off tournament. I was like, bro, I don't even know who you are. Like, you're just like some kid from Plymouth. Like,
I've had loads of people. I had people. So I hate to make this about me. I know it's your interview, but I had someone in the pub recently. He's like, "Oh, you don't like me, do you? You never play my music." I'm like, "Who are you, mate?"
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Ever in my life, send me the song, be approachable.
It happens with me a lot. People will like halfway through a conversation be like, "Yo, you don't remember me, do you?" And I'm like, "Sorry," but then they'll say where from, and I'm like, I'm not trying to be rude, but like, why would I remember that? I'm so sorry that. But
the mate, he was like, I'd not even met him.
That's hilarious.
That's
never happened to me.
It's like, oh no, I just put a bear work in Bristol, and it's like, no, you don't, mate.
Actually, I'll tell you one that I get a lot. One that I get with people I've never met before is like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, from watching the videos, like, I thought you wouldn't be that polite, but you're mad polite. But people are always so surprised how like down I am to talk. And I'm like, why? And they're like, yeah, but the way you are on the videos, I'm like, yeah, because that's a rap battle, bro. I'm not gonna be like, hey, how you doing? That is, I reckon that's the most common thing I get said by people I've never met before is, you're so much more polite than I thought you'd be.
Yeah, you're a human being.
Yeah, so I'm like, bro, I was brought up in a good household, bro. I was like, I can't be, that's what I'm saying, bro. I couldn't be rude, like, no way.
Yeah, man,
no way.
The only this is it as well. You notice with the battlers as well, they disrespect each other so much during the battle.
Yeah.
But then after that, the best.
And Twist outside were hugging each other up, just being like, "Bro, that was amazing." I grabbed them both and was like separately and was just like, "Yo, that performance was." And talking about the state of battle rap, listen, what that night, which was only two days ago, made me realize was like, I think the era, as you follow Don't Fall from the start, obviously we had the era of like, anybody could battle, you know what I mean? From when you come in, it was like you saw the first couple of events we did in Bristol. It's kind of like we didn't really know any of the people were. It's just like, if you want to do it, right?
New thing, wasn't it?
Right.
What I mean? So
then that grows up
freestyle, but like, I mean, you changed the structure and
yeah. Well, I don't take credit for this. I take that's from Grind Time. Remember, Grind Time was the American thing, and they started.
I was in America, bro.
Yeah,
over here.
But I'm saying I take credit for.
It was new to me. And if I'm honest, I wasn't watching Grind.
No, I know a lot of people say the same thing. A lot of people say they only watch UK.
I watched a little bit jump off, and I was doing the jump off things and like that, and I think
But
that's it.
what I'm saying was around
real battles, just rap battles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where people on street corners, I battle noodles and certain people like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, literally, there's so many cities that have them stories. Like we say Brighton, London. There's so many cities where if you go there, they're like, oh, bruv, like it was before camera phones, but blah blah blah, battle blah blah blah, and it was amazing. We had like 70 people in the crowd. There's every city has them stories. You know what I mean? Like
mine was real.
Yeah, and I'm saying like, so Bristol's a perfect example. There'll be all these stories of Bristol that no one will never get to see. Of like, but back then, Krazy clashed noodles on the street, and it's like, as a battle rap head, I wish there was footage of all these moments. Do you know what I mean?
People had like potato phones.
Yeah, exactly. I've got the same with me. There's random footage, like 50-second clips of me, but yeah.
My
So
point is, you brought it to us, but we didn't know the format. We didn't know how it was going. It was, as you say, it was a case of that. I knew I was battling Royal Dukes, but I think he had a picture of like something with a hood on it, and you couldn't go into his profile.
Yeah,
so I knew
that's how it was. That's how it was.
And he was on Squid Ninjas.
That's what I mean.
Because
when we all started battling, there was no research. Researching wasn't even a thing. So I'm saying, like, when I give shouts to Grind Time, what I'm saying is we'd already started Don't Flop, but what Grind Time did was that thing of 360-second written rounds. So that's the bit I don't take credit for. I take, you're right. Jump Off was very kind of like haphazard, and I mean that in a good way. It was kind of like you just turned up, clashed, whatever happened.
Yeah,
but definitely Grind Time were the ones that like
people from anywhere. I've got friends literally. He was at the shop and literally, I hate to say this, but he literally went up to him, and I'd say it was because he was black, and he was like, "You rap, don't you?"
Oh, that's happened 100%.
No, I don't rap. You know,
everyone's done things like that. It's like of course.
You know, it's super cringy at the start.
Definitely, but
you went into it. You at least put some like work into it. It's like, right, who in Bristol has got raps and stuff? But anyway,
definitely. But so the point I was making is that from the beginning, we're going back years. It obviously started like you had to just give everyone a shot, and then when Don't Flop hit its like peak, that was when I was notorious for not giving everyone a shot. And a lot of the people that are still active now say to me, they're like, bro, like you've forgotten what you used to be like, bro. You used to be ruthless, like when Don't Flop was right at the peak, bro. Like this, I'm not gonna name them, but people will name names and be like, he wouldn't get a battle, she wouldn't get a battle. But then obviously anyone out there who's listening, who's followed the Don't Flop story, knows that battle rap around, let's say, the end of 2017 really started taking a dip, and it's never really, no one wants to admit it, but as usual, every time I come on this show, all we do is talk the realness. So let's talk the realness. But it's never, from that dip it took in 2017, it's never even come close to recovering. So the point that I'm making is, I had to become a little bit more like what we were like right in the beginning, where obviously we got to let new people in now, maybe people we would have said no to before.
But I think there's other factors that come into it. Yeah.
But the main point, before you say that, what you're going to say, the main point I'm making is that I'm skipping a lot obviously, but leading up to Saturday 2 days ago, what I'm saying is that now we've gone full circle again back to where I feel like we were at the peak, where I accept Don't Flop and battle rap in general is not at the peak, but I'm saying my mentality, we only had 2 battles on Saturday, and shout out to the warm-up battle was dope, don't get me wrong, but just Eurgh and Twister in that environment with everyone wearing black, and it's filmed beautifully, it sounds amazing. I said to everyone there, I said, listen, I'm going back from today to how I used to be. I know the views ain't the same, I know the ticket sales ain't the same, but today is where my mentality changes from, oh well, cause battle rap's smaller now, we got to give people a shot. Like, I'm done with that now, because that battle, they rapped like they were rapping for £1,000, bro. They both rapped like there was so many sick angles, like flows, concepts, like crowd control, this, that. Them two are such beasts at it, and it's like, it just made me be like, I can't be in this game for this long and just be letting anybody battle, because we're doing Don't Flop a disservice. You know what I mean?
This is what I wanted to show. So when you first started Don't Flop, you had rappers. It was only rappers.
Yeah, because there was no fans. Because there was nothing to be a fan of. Yeah.
There was battle rappers.
No, there's no battle rappers. No.
You know what I mean? Or if they did, they were very few and far between.
Yeah. I'd say they did exist, but they weren't. Yeah, there was about 10 in the UK.
And
none of them did Don't Flop at the start because they all thought they were too good for us.
Well,
being honest,
let's be real. The battle rappers at the start was there, like G Dash, Mike Assassin, freestylers. They didn't do written battles. You know what I mean? And a lot of it.
And true, people look down on it as well. People look down on it. They're
both legends in the game.
People look down on it, bro.
Take apart from them, but I think freestyle was where it started before the camera phones come out, when the actual phones and filming come out, and when it got more professional, people went, I don't want to be standing there for a camera just waffling. You know what I mean? Because
especially the bigger YouTube got as well. It's like, oh, this is going to be online forever. And blah, blah, blah.
But then I think what happened is you had an era of real rappers that, like at the start, it just kind of went, everybody who had a mixtape or anything like that, they had to get their status by, and it was rappers that were doing it. But then what happened is you had a new age of battle
fans
rappers.
of the rappers now want to be
comedians, poets,
and that's still where it is
spoken
now.
word artists.
And that's why I feel like it's my responsibility to bring it back to what it used to be. Because without naming names, other things that are going on are just completely welcoming. I was like, yeah, it don't matter who you are, come jump in. But like I said, I watched that battle on Saturday, and I was like, this is what battle rap's meant to be. Well, I genuinely feel like that was one of those battles, whether you're really into the scene or not, you'll just watch it and be like, this is really entertaining. Like, this is a serious piece of art. Do you know what I mean? That we created, and it's like it's such a cause and effect thing. Like, people who are the best battle rappers, they're just the best because they put in more work. And I was watching those two, and I was like, you two just prepare so heavily, and you put so much effort into not saying the most obvious thing. That's why you're some of the best. And like I said, I stepped out, and we were in the smoking area at the front, and I kind of gathered everyone, and I was like, guys, listen, like, this is where I'm at right now.
I just realised we've got 1 minute left.
Damn.
How's that happen?
Don't know.
I was gonna say, right. I want to touch on a lot more. We got a new EP coming out. Would promote it more, but Third Rail, Boyce, myself, Krazy. Also, Lyric Lounge this Friday. It's the Cowman Collective. CC equals MC to the power of 5 album launch party.
That is a mouthful, bro. Pause.
It's a lot of. That's what she said. It's a lot. It's going to be a good party. I'm going to be performing. We've got Jay Brooks. I think UK is coming with me. It's going to be in the building. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a bag of artists down there. Make sure you come along and get involved. But that's it. We're out.
We'll be back soon.
Yeah, but you're always going to be on the show. You're always welcome. But yeah, that's out. We've only got until 10 o'clock. So big up Venomous Visuals. We're out.
You're just cannon fodder. I'm embarrassed of you. You ain't a champers popper. That's the kind of monster. Right now, true say the scene's a mess. Rappers acting bad like 2 Chainz in BMF. They claim this shit class as a trap phone, cause of the pages of bars saved in my drafts. All I did was bust down the chain of command. It's pretty off top how I'm staying in charge.